You're listening to 88.5 WSM Hattiesburg, and welcome to Southern Miss Today, live from the R.C. Cook Student Union here on Southern Miss's campus. I'm your host, Trey Howard, and we have another great show lineup for you guys with visits from the IFC and from the Freshman Associates. So stay tuned for that. But first, here's Brandon Harrison with the news.
Hey, I hope you're having a great day. I'm Brandon Harrison with your news on Southern Miss Today. To start off, a well-known civil rights activist came to USM for this year's Armstrong Branch Lecture. Activist Merle Evers-Williams presented this year's lecture. Evers-Williams is known for her work in the civil rights movement, along with her husband, Medgar Evers. USM's Dean of Students Eddie Holloway said it was an honor to have Mrs. Evers speaking at such an important event. Some of Evers-Williams' other achievements include being the first African-American woman to run for Congress and serving as the NAACP's chairperson. Evers-Williams spoke about racial inequality and her husband's work. She also said that everyone should stand for justice, equality, and stand up for what's right. Next up, an award-winning author gave the university a large monetary award. Richard Peck, who's famous for his middle grade and young adult books, gave the university $100,000 to support the DeGrumman Book Collection and the upcoming Kegler Book Festival. The festival's coordinator, Kim Rowell, says the money will help a lot with registration and travel costs for regular attendees. The festival is from April 6th through the 8th. If you're interested, you can go to the Children's Book Festival page on the USM website. Now then, let's move on to the news in the Pine Belt. The Hattiesburg School Board approved Eric Steele as its new member. City Council President Kim Bradley thinks Steele will do a good job and will bring a lot to the table. Steele went through the Hattiesburg public school system and is a retired lieutenant colonel from the U.S. Army. Councilwoman Mary Dryden says a person like Steele is just what the school board needs. Steele began his term on Tuesday and will serve the school board until 2021. There's also another hot topic in the community. People are talking about what to do with the old Hattiesburg American building. The Hattiesburg Art Council wants to renovate the building to make the new community arts center. The catch is that the city would have to pay over $1 million over the next 3 years to help with the project. The problem is that City Council President Kim Bradley says the city can't afford it. But Director Rebecca Stark-Johnson hopes people will start donating. If the council gets the funds, the Art Center will have a gallery, theater, and classrooms, as well as numerous programs. Johnson understands the issue, but hopes the project will become a reality. It sounds like a good idea to me, and I hope there will be a way to get the project going. Good luck. Okay, time for Mississippi news. In Ellisville, a Jones County deputy thought it was going to be a routine traffic stop, but it turned out differently than he expected. On Tuesday, the deputy noticed a car with extremely dark windows. The deputy tried to pull the driver over, but the driver drove away. The driver, 38-year-old Travis Brown, stopped one time, but sped off when the deputy got close. While chasing Brown, the deputy noticed people throwing out small bags of some substance. Other deputies joined in the effort to catch Brown. That's when Brown and the passenger, 27-year-old Tony D. Pierce, got out of the car and ran on foot. The cops eventually caught the men and immediately took them to jail. Brown is currently being charged with improper equipment, whatever that is, felony fleeing in a motor vehicle, and a suspended driver's license. And Pierce is charged with resisting arrest and providing false information to law enforcement. Meanwhile, a popular pizza chain is holding a fundraiser to help Mississippi Highway Patrol officers. Papa John's locations in Hattiesburg and Laurel are raising funds to help pay the medical bills for 3 Highway Patrol officers injured back in February. Papa John's is donating 20% of their sales to help with the medical bills. The company is also selling t-shirts for $10, and 6 of those dollars are going to the fund. So if you're in the mood for some pizza, go on and get some for a good cause. Alright, let's take a look at the news from around the nation. Now, most reporters know there can be a certain degree of danger out in the field, but one reporter got a little more than he asked for. During a live shot covering a train derailment in Fremont, California, an elderly woman swerving off the road to get out of oncoming traffic almost hit reporter Alex Savage while he was on the air. Savage's cameraman told Savage to get out of the way, narrowly escaping the oncoming car. Nobody got hurt, but the police did take the woman's driver's license away. Moving on, residents in Rainier, Oregon have some new neighbors, but they aren't human. Hundreds of sea lions are crowding on a pier in the town. Resident Mike Graham says he's counted up to 500 sea lions. However, the growing number of sea lions is becoming a problem. The animals are damaging the pier and barking all day. While residents are used to having sea lions around, it's the number that's the main problem. City manager Debbie Dudley says the city is putting up fencing around the pier and is doing everything it can to get the sea lions out of the area. Well, that's all for the news right now, but I'll be right back with your sports and weather after a short break.
If you or your business is interested in sponsoring programming on WUSM, we'd love to talk to you about the benefits and opportunities. You can get recognition for your business as well as the appreciation of the WUSM audience. Our audience realizes your support provides the programming they listen to daily. In addition, our very cost-effective underwriting rates are tax-deductible. To learn more, please call 601-266-5188.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today. I'm Brandon Harrison with your sports and weather updates. First, the men's golf team will be traveling to Laredo, Texas, where they'll play in the Border Olympics tournament this weekend. The USM track team is also traveling away this weekend. The team is participating in the NCAA Indoor Championship in Birmingham, Alabama. Next, the Lady Eagles tennis team will be in Georgia this weekend. On Friday, they play Georgia Southern at 2 p.m. Then they play UNC Greensboro on Saturday at 2 p.m. Both games are in Statesboro, Georgia. On Sunday, the team plays Kennesaw State in Kennesaw, Georgia at 11 a.m. The men's tennis team will play in Hattiesburg this weekend. This Friday, the team plays Incarnate Word at 2 p.m. On Sunday, they play Abilene Christian at 9:30 a.m. and Jackson State at 1 p.m. The Golden Eagles baseball team will also play in Hattiesburg. The team will play Sanford from Friday to Sunday. The first game is on Friday at 6 p.m., then Saturday at 2 p.m., and Sunday at 1 p.m. Finally, the softball team will travel to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where they will face Middle Tennessee State. Saturday's games are at 2 and 4:30 p.m., and the Sunday game is at noon. To keep up with all the Golden Eagles sports activities, you can go to the USM Athletics site or follow on Twitter at USM Golden Eagles. Now that I've covered sports, let's head over to weather. Today, there's a chance that there will be a thunderstorm at some point during the day. The high for today is 77 degrees with a 100% chance of rain. Tonight's low is 65 degrees. Over most of the weekend, the stormy weather will continue with chances of rain at 90 and 100% on Friday and Saturday. On Sunday, the chances will drop down to 10%. The highs will start out in the 70s, but will go into the 80s. And meanwhile, the lows will be in the 50s and 60s. So it doesn't look like spring break's going to have a nice start here in Hattiesburg. Well, that's all I have for today. Here's a live performance from the Natural Act on Southern Miss Today. I'm Brandon Harrison, hoping you have a great day.